In this tutorial, we will show you how to create a schedule and organize your employees effectively. Let's navigate to Work Organization and click on Manage Workdays. Depending on your screen size, the schedule will adjust automatically. To change the view, you can click the Ctrl+ to zoom in and Ctrl- to zoom out. First, we will explain some basic functions. As we proceed, we will dive into more detailed features. At the top of the screen, we have our workplaces where employees can be assigned. These workplaces need to be created in advance in order for them to appear on the schedule. Feel free to check our tutorial how to create them. This is where we select the date and time for scheduling. On the left-hand side, we have a list of all employees along with their categories. Lastly, we have some quick options like to copy and paste the schedule onto multiple days or adding hours to employees. More on this later. Now that we've reviewed the functions, let's go through them one by one. To add employees to a project, click on an employee, drag and drop their card into the desired project. We can add multiple employees at once by checking the boxes and clicking on the green icon. To assign different start times to multiple employees, adjust the time for each employee before assigning them onto a project. Employees can also be transferred between projects using the same drag and drop method. You may assign the same employee to multiple projects. However, you must adjust the start times to ensure that the employee is not scheduled to work on two projects at the same time. If you'd like to create a schedule for a different workplace, please navigate to the Administration tab. Let's add our employees to our office schedule with different starting times. Usually multiple people work on this part of the app. If you are due to work on the schedule for administration only, you can toggle the default button for that schedule to show up first. Let's go back to projects. In order to remove a specific employee from a project, click on the red X button. But if you wish to remove all employees from a project, click on the cogwheel icon and select Remove All Workdays. We can also assign a team to the project directly. Feel free to view our How to Create a Team tutorial. When editing is complete, you can lock the schedule to prevent further changes. To do so, click on the cogwheel icon and select Lock All Workdays. Once locked, workers cannot be transferred to different projects. If necessary, this must be done manually. Additionally, employees will not be able to edit their hours for that project anymore. To unlock the days, click on the cogwheel icon again and select Unlock All Workdays. For employees that use the mobile app, they will input hours worked at the end of their shift. This can also be done here for all employees by a project manager. Click on the cogwheel icon and select Add Hours to Workers. Only employees that work by the hour will have their hours added. Employees that are on a salary will be unaffected by this option. To add hours for an individual employee, click on their name and a new window will appear. In this window, you'll see the employee's basic information, a section to enter their hours, and a notes field. Any changes made will send a notification to the employee, but only if they have the app installed on their phone. Select the cogwheel icon and click on Transfer Workers to a different project. This will transfer all workers from that project onto the one you selected. Select the cogwheel icon and click on Transfer Schedule to selected date. After selecting the dates, click on Transfer Schedule to selected dates. Notice how the date changes? Keep an eye on the selected date when making changes. The last selected date will be displayed, so ensure to adjust it back. Let's go over the Machines tab and assign them to our projects. Drag and drop your machines onto the projects where they are needed. We can assign machines to a specific task for the project. In this example, we assign the mixer for the roof. The exact same thing can be done with employees and teams that need to do a specific task for the project. How to create and track your project work will be explained in a separate tutorial. To remove the machines, we can do so like we did with our employees, by clicking the red X button or the cogwheel icon. Lastly, let's go over the quick options which are usually used when the schedule is completed. On the Fast Forward button, we can transfer the entire schedule onto the next day or multiple days. On the User Clock icon, we can add hours to all workers. Only employees that work by the hour will be affected. Keep in mind that adding bulk hours only impacts workdays that have no hours set yet. In case they do, you need to edit them manually. On the Lock icon, we can lock all workdays on the schedule. And lastly, to export your schedule and send it to your employees can be done by clicking the Excel icon. Very well done. You have successfully learned the most important and advanced function in our system. Usually, multiple people collaborate on this sheet, so feel free to rewind the tutorial to solidify what you've learned. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to reach out to us.